Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of Brave Dog Training Online. I'm Anita. I help young dog moms build a trusting relationship with their dog to conquer leash reactivity and other fear and aggression related issues. So today is my absolute favorite topic, and yay, I can't wait. So we're talking about leash reactivity and if there are differences in breed and size. Have fun. All right. So sometimes it seems like small dogs are more likely to react to other dogs when they're on leash, like barking, lunging, growling, whatever. And people tend to laugh at little dogs or don't take them seriously. And sometimes people even say, well, he has delusion of grandeur because he gets against every other dog and whatever. But the thing is, this is out of fear. Most often, leash reactivity comes from fear. And there is a little percentage where frustration is involved, but most of the time it's fear related. And with small dogs, even more so, because very often small dogs are just dragged along and nobody cares that they are uncomfortable. Nobody cares that they just cannot deal with the situation and they're afraid of the dog who comes right into their face. It is 10 times bigger. So yeah, actually we should help small dogs even more, but many of my colleagues as well as I have realized that most of the time big dogs come into training with leash reactivity, and that's awesome. I love big dogs. Actually, my favorite dogs are molosses, so yes. But we need to help the small dogs as well. So if you have a small dog and your dog is reacting to other dogs, it's amazing you're here. You're doing way more for your dog than a lot of other people. So kudos to you. And very often these issues for little dogs start to develop in the puppy time when they're just tiny, tiny little balls of fur and they go to puppy class because people want to socialize their dogs and have dogs who are just fine with every other dog. And when they are not really lucky and they get a puppy class that's not that amazing and the trainer isn't aware of issues between small dogs and large dogs, and he just tells you that you're not allowed to help your puppy and they have to deal with it on their own and they have to get used to it and they have to, I don't know. And the small puppy gets bullied and run over and yeah, all these horrible things by bigger puppies, the small puppy will develop an issue. That's logical because, well, there will be a time when the small puppy just says, so this is it. I've had it with other dogs. Go stick them. Because it's just enough. And you can try to imagine if you have like a Chihuahua puppy and it's just this big and you have a Labrador and it's this big. So it's times 10 the Chihuahua. And the Labrador is allowed to just run over the Chihuahua multiple times. Of course, that's a problem. the Labrador isn't a bad dog or isn't unfriendly or anything. It's just, yeah, they're not that careful, especially as a puppy, because they don't know any better yet. And that's why small puppies in a puppy class have to be protected. And if a puppy shows fear, it doesn't matter how big it is, even, I don't know, a Great Dane. If the puppy shows some kind of fear and discomfort, this has to be taken care of. Otherwise, it's very likely that that dog will develop an issue with other dogs. All right, but that's that. So whenever we have a dog who already has issues, like, again, lunging, barking, growling, whatever, with other dogs, or just tensing up very extremely, then we need to help that dog. It doesn't matter what size it is or what breed it is. But some breeds develop the issue more easily than other breeds. That's true. Because if you take, for example, herding dogs, like a cattle dog or a border collie, they are bred to react to stimuli very quickly. They have to see it very quickly, and they have to react very quickly. Otherwise, just the sheep or whatever they are herding can wander off and nobody will ever notice. So yes, the dog has to notice and the dog has to react fast. And that's what they are doing in situations where they see fit. And that might not be the situations we see fit. So yes, it can be to other dogs. And the other thing is, some breeds are supposed to really get into their behavior, like really, really stick to it. Whatever they start, they have to stick to it. And that's where a lot of terriers come in, because terriers are supposed to go hunting with their people and kind of fight with an animal on their own. And they're supposed to stick to it until the owner helps or until the other animal is dead. So, yes. And for those who are bred to fight in dog fights, there are some breeds who are actually selected to fight in dog fights, and they are supposed to stick to it as well. And if they don't, they won't survive very long. So they, of course, will not be bred any further. And as horrible as that is, it explains why they are so dedicated to doing what they are doing and to finish what they started. And that's the same issue with leash reactivity. So if you have a terrier on leash, and as soon as he starts reacting, you will not get him out of it. That's normal. That's what they're bred for. So that's another reason why we start training before the dog reacts, not in the middle of chaos, before all of that happens. And it doesn't matter what breed or what size your dog is, you have to catch the moment before the reaction. And with some breeds, like the herding breeds, this is very difficult because they are so fast. And with other breeds, if you miss it and the dog is already going at it, it's very hard to get him out of it and bring him down again. So again, it doesn't change training. It doesn't change what techniques work, and it doesn't change how we go for it. But maybe you just understand your dog a little better. Just if you were wondering, for example, why your dog is in no way able to calm down again after a situation like that, it could be because it's bred to do so. And of course, there's only one thing that can make it even more catastrophic, and that's doing nothing. So if you have a leash reactive dog, or if you have a dog that's just showing signs of problematic behavior, get help. Start training. It's no training can be okay, no good training can be so frustrating and so embarrassing and so horrible, like a leash reactive dog on a walk. So if you have a leash reactive dog, or if you have issues with your dog, go to the description box and book your free call today. I will be so happy to see how I can help you. Really, this is my passion. This is what I live for. This is what I've been going through myself, and I know how horrible this is. So let's get on a call and see what I can do for you. And of course, if you like the video, I would love for you to press the thumbs up and share it with a friend who also has a leash reactive dog and just doesn't want to deal with it any longer. You don't have to. So let's start training. I wish you an amazing time with your puppy and with your adult dog and with training. And we'll see each other next time and on our free call. Until then, bye.